Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is Superior Livestock Representative Bill Broadie. Bill, thank you so much for being on this morning.
Thanks for inviting me.
Well, we're glad to have you on. And you know, after Memorial Day, we can't help but have Mr. Bill Broadie on. You know, Superior Livestock, we are so founded in our core beliefs, and you know, Christianity and patriotism are two of those that Superior Livestock is deeply rooted in. And you know, you kind of embody both of those.
Well, thank you.
So Bill, you know, before we get into it, obviously you're Superior Livestock Representative who has been with Superior for a long time. But let's talk about before you came to Superior and your service.
Well, that was a long time ago. In 1966, I joined the Marines. In '67, I was in Vietnam, and then, of course, medevaced home from there on the second time I got hit. But fought beside some of the best men in the world.
Well, and you know, from doing that and your service, which we thank you so much for, you came on board with Superior Livestock. You've been a Superior Livestock representative for a long time, and get to work with your grandson and your son. And what does that mean to you to be involved in the industry with them?
Oh, I mean, the cattle industry is my life anyway. Two things in my adult life I've done as a United States Marine and a cattleman, and of course, I don't have to talk about Barrett. Everybody pretty well knows him. And last summer, I came down with a MRSA infection in my foot and was in the hospital 3.5 months, and my grandson stepped up and took over, and I'm a little worried now, though, because I think all my customers like him more than they do me.
Well, Colt has jumped right in feet first, and it has to be fun and to be a rewarding opportunity to be able to do something you enjoy so much with your family.
Oh, it is. It is. It's a tremendous opportunity for me to spend time with my grandson.
Yeah, and get to go on deliveries and get to go visit those customers. And you know, Danny and I were talking about a lot of our Superior Livestock customers have been customers for generations. So to be able to have worked with those generations of customers, and now they get to work with your grandson, that has to be something really special.
Oh, it is. You know, a lot of my customers I've got have been with me over 20 years.
Well, you know, one of the reasons that we wanted to have you on, you know, after Memorial Day and you know, visit and thank you for your service, but not only that, talk about something that you kind of started after getting out of the service, and something that's near and dear to Superior's heart and National's heart, and that is the All-American Beef Battalion. So do you want to give folks at home that don't know anything about it a little bit of a history on the All-American Beef Battalion?
Well, the Beef Battalion has been, the 26th April was our 11th anniversary of our first feed. And, since that time, we've done feeds in 26 states. We fed over 400,000 troops and family members. We think it's a tremendous way to promote beef. We're feeding an 18 to 20 ounce ribeye to these young men and women, and we've got certified all beef hot dogs for the kids, Angus dogs, and you know, it's just so rewarding. I mean, you know, you just look at these young men and women and what they do for us, and everyone's stuck their hand in the air and said, "Here I am, take me." And since 9/11, they all know where they're going.
Well, and you know, they come back and you feed their belly and feed them full of beef and promote the industry, but not only that, give back to them. And like I said, Bill, it's something that's very near and dear to our hearts at Superior also. If somebody's interested in donating to the All-American Beef Battalion or getting involved, where can they go about finding more information on that?
Go to stakesfortroops.com, and our information's there. My personal phone number's there. The address there, they can just send a check in, or they can do a credit card over the internet. But one thing that we're starting to look at to see if we can't get going is if every producer would donate 1 penny off every calf or yearling they sell, or a fat animal, it would not affect their bottom line significantly, but it would do more than help fund the Beef Battalion, because you know, the number of cattle sold in the United States, 1 cent a head. You know, if you load a 65 yearling, surely 65 cents a load wouldn't, you know, make your break even fall out of bed.
Yes, sir. Well, there you go. Well, that is a challenge from Mr. Bill Broadie that I know that a lot of our producers will want to jump on board with and get involved with. Bill, I want to reiterate, thank you so much for your service. Thank you for being a part of the Superior Livestock family. We really are blessed to have you here and have you a part of the family. Don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll close the show with world champion auctioneer Ralph Wade.